In this video, we'll be taking a look at 3 college basketball games happening on December 13, 2022, and providing you with free team picks and total picks for each one of those games. So 2 picks for each game, 6 picks in total. Welcome back to Cash Out Sports. Let's dive right into it. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe and to click the bell icon to get notified as soon as these videos get released, so that you have more time to plan out your bets as we provide these videos on a daily basis. I can guarantee that you'll have all the important information that you'll need on these 3 college basketball games after fully watching this video. One more thing before we start. If you would like to gain access to our best exclusive betting picks to take your sports betting journey to the next level, then check out our Patreon in the link down below, where we offer anywhere from 1 betting pick a day up to 10 betting picks a day and much more. Now let's get started. Princeton versus Iona. The Princeton Tigers play the Iona Gales on Tuesday at Harwood Arena in Union, New Jersey. Princeton opened the regular season with 2 consecutive losses, but has won each of the last 8, including a 91-54 victory over Monmouth on Saturday. The Tigers were led by Ryan Langborg with 13 points. Iona opened the season 2-2, but the Gales have won each of the last 4, including a 72-57 victory over St. Bonaventure on Sunday. The Gales are first in the Metro Atlantic Athletic Conference at 2-0. Princeton does not have any players on its injury list, while Iona will play without Quinn Slazinski. Princeton is 0-5 against the spread in their last 5 neutral site games and 1-7 against the spread in their last 8 games against a team with a winning percentage above .600, while the under is 5-0 in their last 5 games following an against the spread win. Iona is 4-0 against the spread in their last 4 games overall and 18-7-1 against the spread in their last 26 neutral site games, while the over is 5-2 in their last 7 games following a win. Iona has won each of its last 4, and the Gales are playing exceptionally well on defense, allowing an average of just 63 points per game. Iona is holding opponents to a field goal shooting percentage of 38.7% and a 3-point shooting percentage of 31.1%. Iona has covered the spread in each of its last 4, which included victories over Niagara, Canisius, St. Louis Innocent, Bonaventure. Although Princeton has won each of its last 8, the Tigers are just 4-5 against the spread over their last 9 and have not faced that stiff of competition through the first 10 games. Princeton is holding opponents to an average of 63 points per game, but the Tigers are allowing opponents to average 40.6% shooting. Iona is simply the more efficient team on both sides of the ball, and I trust them to get the stops late that Princeton might not be able to find. I also trust Iona a bit more at the free throw line to hit their shots late and pull away at the foul line. So the Iona Gales to win and cover the spread as favorites is our full game side pick. The total has finished under in 4 of the last 6 for Princeton, and as mentioned earlier, the Tigers are allowing an average of only 63 points per game. The total has finished under during each of the last 2 for Iona, and the Gales are allowing an average of only 63 points per game and 38.7% shooting. Iona has held opponents to as few as 50 points, and in each of the last 4 games, the Gales have allowed between 56 and 62 points per game. Under the projected total is our full game side pick. The Citadel versus North Carolina. The Citadel will travel to North Carolina to take on the Tar Heels. The Citadel recently fell to College of Charleston, where they were out-rebounded by 20 and shot 2-14 from deep. North Carolina ended their losing streak by taking care of Georgia Tech. Armando Bacot and R.J. Davis logged double-doubles in the win. The Tar Heels out-rebounded Georgia Tech by a count of 43-22. North Carolina has been very Jekyll and Hyde, and we haven't seen them put together consecutive against the spread wins all season. As for the situation, North Carolina also has Ohio State on deck after they play the Citadel. After the Tar Heels needing to get up for multiple games in a row, I expect this to be a tough game for North Carolina to get up for. The Tar Heels have also struggled defending the perimeter this year, and the shooting we've seen out of the Citadel is not indicative of the shooting talent on this team. I expect to see positive progression to the mean here. Lastly, the Tar Heels have been good on the glass, but haven't been forcing turnovers at a high rate. North Carolina should come away with a win, convincingly. That said, this is too large a number to lay with a team that just hasn't met expectations. The Citadel are 6-0 against the spread in their last 6 following a straight-up loss. So the Citadel Bulldogs to cover the spread as underdogs is our full game side pick. pick. The Citadel have been one of the worst teams in the rebounding category, and they have trouble keeping opponents off the offensive glass. North Carolina is a good team at turning offensive rebounds into quick points and shoot at a very high percentage down low. The Citadel is not a good team at stopping opponents in transition, and, again, North Carolina is a good team at converting turnovers into fast break opportunities. The Citadel is an above-average team shooting from deep, and North Carolina hasn't been good at holding opponents from beyond the arc. What I think ultimately pushes this total over the number is the high free throw shooting of each of these teams. With both teams having an average tempo, I expect both offenses to run how they have planned. Over the projected total is our full game total pick. Eastern Washington versus Texas Tech. Eastern Washington, out of the Big Sky Conference, will hit the road and travel to Texas on Tuesday night to take on the Texas Tech Raiders, out of the Big 12 Conference. Eastern Washington comes in at 4-6 on the season and just 1-4 on the road. Texas Tech sits at 6-2 this season and have been off for nearly a week for school finals. They are 5-0 on the season at home. Eastern Washington is 4-0 against the spread in their last 4 Tuesday games and 4-1 against the spread in their last 5 games. The over is 9-3 in Eastern Washington's last 12 road games, and the over is 9-1 in their last 10 games following an against the spread win. Texas Tech is 5-0 against the spread in their last 5 Tuesday games and 1-5 against the spread in their last 6 games. The over is 4-1 in Texas Tech's last 5 games, and the over is 6-2 in their last 8 games following an against the spread loss. This is a bad spot for Eastern Washington in this matchup. The Eagles are a poor road team thus far, at 1-4 on the season. They are on the final leg of a 3-game trip and are a team that struggles on the offensive end. Here comes Texas Tech with a 26-game home winning streak and one of the best defenses in the country. Texas Tech will cause chaos in the passing lanes with over 15 forced turnovers per game, and they have held the opposition under 40% shooting. Look for the Red Raiders to control this game with one of the nation's most efficient two-way teams, as they rank in the top 50 in efficiency on both offense and defense. Texas Tech has played well to start the season, and their only losses have come against Ohio State and Creighton. Eastern Washington has won 2 of their last 3 games, but did lose by 11 points to FIU. Texas Tech is the better team by far in this matchup, and I expect them to have no issues scoring against a defense that is allowing 70 points per game. This should be a comfortable win against an overmatched Eastern Washington team. So the Texas Tech Raiders to win and cover the spread as favorites is our full game side pick. Eastern Washington likes to play faster than Texas Tech. The Eagles are ranked 128th in Pomeroy's adjusted tempo, while the Red Raiders sit at 277th. Texas Tech is the more efficient team offensively, but they can't help shooting themselves in the foot with turnovers. The Eagles may play fast, but they just aren't good at getting points on the board. Texas Tech knows they're better on a possession-to-possession basis, so they're going to try to slow the game down and take their time. Under the projected total is our full game total pick. That's all for now, so if you have any other games you would like reviewed, then leave a comment down below with the game you would like analyzed. Subscribe to our channel, leave a like on this video, and we'll get to it as soon as we possibly can. We would also love to hear your opinion on the picks presented to you in this video, whether you agree or disagree with them, so leave a comment down below and do let us know.